Hello there guys and welcome back to the FIFA 21 career mode with Leicester, and today we've got episode 20 and also with the start of season 2. So we did have a successful first season then with Leicester, didn't we? We won 2 domestic cups, being the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup, and we also won the Europa League against the final, which was against Arsenal, which wasn't an amazing final, but we've got a winner in the 120th minute through our new signing, Josh Da Silva. But here is our new transfer budget then for the season, £152 million in the transfer budget and 375k in the wage budget. I don't think we need to spend all that money. I really don't. The team is so strong as it is at the moment, but I need you guys' help down below in the comment section. Let me know who we should sign with the money that we've got. We want realistic signings, so I'm looking, teams that aren't in the Champions League and also teams that have possibly been relegated this season, also teams that have been promoted as well. Can we sign any of those players? So we'll quickly take a look then at the 3 teams that got promoted and also the 3 teams that did get demoted to the Championship. So you can see here Cardiff City came up along with Nottingham Forest and also Stoke City. Okay, good to see Nottingham Forest in the Premier League. Now we go down, actually we're going to have to go back, aren't we, and check the other leagues and see the 3 teams that went down. I do believe Crystal Palace was one of their the teams that went down. So I've already added Zaha to the shortlist. So you can see there, Crystal Palace went down along with, where we're looking now, Sheffield United and Watford. So here is the team then we have to start this second season, and you can see the overalls have gone up massively compared to the first season. I feel like this team is already strong enough, to have a decent run in the Champions League. So obviously we have Champions League football this season, and I do want to go out and, it'd be unrealistic to say I expect us to win it. But I do want us to, possibly get quarterfinals or semi-finals this season with just how good the squad is. But it also depends which teams do come in for some of our players. Because as you can see, Ndidi, 88 rated, Pereira, 87 rated now, Barnes, 84, Soyuncu, 85. So we've got a lot of players on a high rating. So like I say, this team is already, good for me, to be honest. But you guys have to let me know down below, where should we be improving it? You can possibly say the bench area. We've got a backup striker now, but Gibbons, maybe a better backup left winger. That's where I'm thinking Zaha maybe. But would Zaha join us to sit on the bench? I don't know. But let me know down below, where should we make certain signings? So then, coming up in today's episode with the start of season 2, I'm going to be looking at some transfers. We might make 1 transfer in today's episode. I'm not too sure yet, because to be honest, I'm not really sure where to improve the team. But we will take a look at the shortlist and possibly make a signing in today's episode. But I definitely will be waiting till the next episode to see your guys' comments down below on who to sign. So if you guys do enjoy today's episode, please go down below and hit the like button. If we can hit 100 plus likes for the start of season 2, that would be amazing. And also guys, if you are new, you want to see more videos from this Leicester City career mode, hit the subscribe button down below and also the little bell to be notified of when these videos go live onto YouTube. So let's get into the first comment then, which does come from Omar, saying sign Gosens from Atalanta. He's a left mid, but position change him to a left back. He's really good defensively and a beast going forward. I can imagine the rest of that does say. I haven't cut it out, but it just isn't at the end of the comment. But I've got him on screen here. Looks like he's made the move. I'm guessing I've got the right guy here. Robin Gosens. Moved to Atletico Madrid. He is 6 foot. Now, whether he would move to us now being at Atletico Madrid, also Atalanta was in the Champions League, but he is 26 years of age. Now, we'll go out and send a scout report, see what sort of overall he is, because if he is higher than Castagne, then I wouldn't mind possibly signing him and then, going ahead and putting Castagne on the bench, because Castagne has done well, but again, I would like to improve that bench just a little bit, and Castagne wouldn't be too bad of a player coming off the bench. So let's get into the second comment here then, which does come from Matthias, saying I sold Pereira for 80 mil in my career. If you maybe do 2, you could buy maybe a Tal or buy a centre-back and make Mukiele right-back. Great content, by the way, and keep up the good work. I do appreciate that, Matthias. Now, we talked about this a little bit last season towards the end. Like, Mukiele can also play right-back. We signed him as a right-back, but we did convert him to a centre-back. Now, obviously, we could put him there, get good money for Pereira, and then go out and sign a star centre-back, because it would be nice to have, maybe an 87 rated centre-back would be nice. But again, Pereira, I would like to try and keep in the side, but if an offer does come in for him from the likes of Real Madrid or Barcelona, again, I probably will let him go, just because I feel like that obviously would happen in real life, and make it realistic. And then with the money we've got, going into the Champions League, it would be nice to try and sign maybe not a world-class centre-back, but, a good top centre-back from a team that isn't in the Champions League. So let's get into the third and final comment then, which does come from Aryaman, saying, I think next season a lot of big clubs will come for our players, but realistically Leicester have been pretty good with not dismantling their whole squad every season. If Wilfried Zaha is still at Crystal Palace, getting him makes a lot of sense. Since Sheffield got relegated, get Ramsdale as well back up since Sheffield went down too. So again, Wilfried Zaha, I've already gone ahead and added to the shortlist, which I will show you guys after this. And Ramsdale has been on our shortlist for quite a while now. I'd say since January. We haven't made the signing, but I think we are in this summer transfer window because again, and we need a decent backup goalkeeper, and we don't have one in the club at the moment. And Ramsdale is young. He's not going to be too cheap, but he's not going to break the bank either. And again, Zaha, I think Harvey Barnes is higher rated than him. But again, imagine Zaha on the bench, or even Zaha starting and Harvey Barnes coming off the bench. It would just help us so much in the Champions League. So here is then how the shortlist is looking so far. Like I say, I've just added these players throughout the last season and also added some at the start of this season. So we started off here, Aaron Ramsdale. We always said we was always going to sign him. This guy got recommended to me, Messeler from Leeds, 72 overall. Does look, you know, possibly similar to Ramsdale, but again, Ramsdale 77 rated at 23. You know, he is 5 overalls higher, but he is 2 years older. But again, I would prefer the higher overall goalkeeper at this point as the backup. So again, I think we will go in for one of these two in this transfer window. Sarr from Watford, again, been relegated. Him and Zaha, it's sort of not a battle between them. But again, you know, Zaha, 28 years of age, is going to start declining soon. But again, if he gets regular football, he's not going to, you know, decline too much. And he can play centre forward as well, which is nice. I could probably convert him maybe to a striker as well if we did sign him. And again, Sarr, if I brung him in on that right-hand side, I feel like we'd have too many right wingers. You know, we have Mahrez, we have Sengi's under, and then we could have Sarr. But again, I could convert Sarr to a left winger if we wanted. But then Sarr, again, can play striker. So I feel like them two are pretty similar in terms of the positions they can play. But Sarr does have a high attacking work rate there and a little bit taller than Wilfried Zaha. Now we go down to these two players here. Anthony, again, another player that's been recommended to me. But again, on realism, I don't know if it would get pulled off. I really don't, but maybe it would. Again, I'm not too familiar with the sort of players that Leicester have been trying to sign. I know it's more underdogs, but again, you know, we are in the Champions League now this season. So again, that's why I've also kept on a short list Jack Grealish from Juventus. Now, we wanted to sign him last season in the January when we sold Maddison to replace him in that centre midfield. Now, a lot of people did say it's not realistic, go for players this, that and the other, but by the looks of it, Jack Grealish hasn't gone up by a single overall whilst being at Juventus. Is he getting enough game time? Is he not getting enough game time? And I feel like he would fit in the side. You know, maybe it's the sort of player, you know, like Wilfried Zaha, how he made the move from Crystal Palace to Man United, didn't work out for him, he went back to Palace. And I think maybe something similar, Grealish here. It hasn't worked out for him for whatsoever in this save, moving to Juventus. Obviously, I don't know, I can't really see stats. But by the fact his overall hasn't really increased, I'm just going to take it he hasn't had the best of seasons. So he's moved to Juventus, hasn't had the best of seasons. He's going to come back to the English Premier League. And instead of going back to Aston Villa, he's going to come back to a Champions League team in Leicester City. But I'm only going to sign him if you guys deem it as semi-realistic or even realistic at all. But I think definitely for today's episode, we will go in for Ramsdale and then one of these two wingers. So here is then our objectives set by the board for this second season in charge of Leicester. So you can see that the first one, within 2 seasons, increase the club worth by 20%. This is either through player sales and competition prize reward money. The second one being reach the final of the Champions League. Like I say, I expected, you know, quarterfinals or semi-finals, but they're wanting us to actually reach the final, so we have to make some crucial signings. And the FA Cup, they want us to win that once again. Youth development, we're sort of trying to do that, but at the same time not really too focused because, you know, it is a low priority. Brand exposure, get 10 away wins this season, sign 1 player from the same nationality as the club. So an English player, reach the final of the Champions League, win the FA Cup and also win the Premier League this season. That'll be tough. And again, the financial within 2 seasons, increase the club worth by 20%. So we're going to be making some signings then in today's episode. We're going to be playing our first 2 games of the season, which is the first one's going to be the Community Shield, where we take on Liverpool for that one. And then we're going to be facing Chelsea away from home, our first game of the season in the Premier League. But you can see already we've taken Liverpool 3 times this beginning month. Once in the Community Shield, once in the Super Cup, and then also away from home in the league. And I feel like we've faced them the most so far in this career mode. So let's get into these transfer talks then. The first one being about Aaron Ramsdale. Like I say, he's going to be key Maybe not make too many appearances, but you can't go wrong without having a good backup goalkeeper. And like I said, we can develop him to how we want as well. So a transfer fee, the scout recommends between 11.3 and 19.1. I can imagine he is going to be, one of Sheffield United's better players in terms of value for his money, only being 23 years of age as a goalkeeper. So I think straight away, let's go in with 13.5. Let's have a see what they have to say about that. I can imagine they might add on a sell-on fee just due to his age. And wow, okay, they're going to want 21 million for him. Again, doesn't really surprise me. Let's propose and let's go down to 16. Let's see what they have to say about 16 million. I can imagine they might settle around about 18. Yep, 19.7. We're getting there. And okay, let's propose a new transfer fee. Let's go for 17.2 just to be awkward, and also add a sell-on clause of let's say 5%. 5% plus that. Like I said, we don't really need to worry about too much about money. But let's have a see what they have to say to that offer. And they are going to go ahead and accept it. So let's get into the contract talks and let's see what sort of contract he's after. So I'm into the contract talks here, and this is how it's going so far. So his current wage is 17,000, a rotation squad role, 5-year contract length, no release clause, a 30,000 wage. We're going to offer him a 100,000 signing on bonus. Now the squad role, you could sort of say, a bit ambitious saying rotation when he's not going to rotate every game. No, I agree. Schmeichel's going to play majority of Champions League games and Premier League games, but we've also got, Carabao Cup games to think about in the FA Cup. And I would like Ramsdale to play majority of them games. Let's go ahead and submit this offer, and let's have a see what they have to say to that. Maybe a little bit too much on the signing on bonus, but I can't really afford to let this deal sit through. Probably one of the better backup goalkeepers to get this second season. And okay, they're going to go ahead and want 35,000 in the wage, a 330,000 signing on bonus, and a 350,000 from 10 appearances. Let's remove that, submit that offer, and are they going to agree? And yeah, he's keen to join, but he wants a 37,000 wage. Again, can't really moan with that. A little bit ambitious again with the squad role being rotation, but definitely in the FA Cup and Carabao Cup, I don't want to play the first team in the early stages. I want to give the youth a bit of a chance and rotate the goalkeepers round especially. So I think with that, let's go ahead and accept it, and that's going to be our first signing of the second season. Okay, so we're already in a bit of a dilemma here. So we had an offer early on for Soyuncu from Chelsea, 20.2 million, plus a player which I wasn't really interested in at all. But now Juventus have come in for him. 85 rated, 25 years of age centre-back. He's, not a bad player in himself. His current value is 54 million, but we could get up to 84.6 million for him. Juventus coming with 62.4 million. What do we do? Like I've always said, that if a big club comes in for a player, we should sell him, just due to the fact that, I feel like he would go in real life. Say if Juventus come in for you and you're currently playing at Leicester City. No disrespect to Leicester City, by the way, but you get to play with the likes of, Cristiano Ronaldo, Dybala, Buffon in goal. You know what I mean? You would be tempted, really tempted to sell him. And plus, Leicester, you do a great job of selling players and then, recuperating that money back into youth. So we are going to delegate this, and they did say we can get around about 80 odd million for him. So I think, why not? Let's go with what the the assistant manager, 91.5. Let's push the boat out a bit, because Juventus will have a lot of money to spend here. And let's not sell him for any less than 70 million. Let's go ahead and accept that. Harvey Barnes a loan offer. We're just going to go ahead and reject that straight away. Definitely not going to loan him out. But again, Soyuncu, I did not expect to sell him this season. I don't expect to sell any of the players. But again, I just feel like if an offer comes in, it just makes it a little bit more realistic and a little bit more harder if we do sell our best players. So Juventus then have come back from that offer, and they're willing to pay 75.4 million for Soyuncu. Now, it's annoying because I can't stall this offer until the next episode. I really can't. We don't have enough time. And I'm sure after a week, Juventus will just retract. Now, obviously, I can't also rely on the fact that another team will come in for him. If you guys say, sell him, sell him, sell him. So I can only go with my gut instinct here on this deal. Now, we're going to get 75.4 million for him. And you can't really turn your nose away at that sort of money. For an 85 rated centre-back again, are we going to get another centre-back that sort of quality? I really don't know. In terms of, signing another player and it being realistic of signing a player of that overall. But again, just bottom line is Juventus want to sign him for 75.4 million. I feel like the deal would happen in real life if they were going to get anywhere near that sort of money. So let's go ahead and accept it. And they've still got to agree on contract terms. So let's go and wait and see what comes back. So just having a think now then, with this deal possibly going through, you can see Soyuncu is currently content with his morale. Don't know if that's anything to do with the transfer. But is it time to possibly promote Fofana to the first team? You know, it's a little bit ambitious with the fact that we're going to promote a 74 rated centre-back, even though he has been doing a really good job in real life for Leicester, so I've heard and seen. But, you know, we're going to a Champions League season. Should we have a 74 rated centre-back as our main starting 11 centre-back? Could he do a good enough job? You guys have to let me know down below, because I'm not going to sign another centre-back in today's episode. If Soyuncu, you know, the deal does go through, I'm going to wait to see what you guys let me know down below on who to sign. But does Fofana become the main starting 11 centre-back alongside Mukiele? So there we go then, the deal has gone through for Soyuncu. He has made the move to Juventus for 75.4 million. The board have allocated 69 million in our transfer budget. Now looking back at it now, maybe I could have delegated a sort of swap deal that included Jack Grealish coming to us. But at the same time, wait to see your guys' comments down below whether to make the move for Jack Grealish. But there we go, Soyuncu has been sold and we've received a big fee for him. So now I was going to sign one of these two wingers in today's episode, along with signing obviously Ramsdale. But I think I'm going to wait till next episode to see what you guys think down below in the comment section. Because again, I did not expect Soyuncu to be sold so quick as well. Do you know what I mean? It only feels like 5 minutes ago I started recording this, and already one of our highest rated players in the team has gone. Do you know what I mean? So I think I'm going to leave the winger signing till next episode, because also I need you guys to let me know down below on a centre-back. We're going to remove this guy from the shortlist just for now. But Sarr and Zaha, let me know down below, out of the two, which one would you sign to be on the bench for us? Because again, there's going to be a lot of games this season, and they'll definitely get a lot of playing time. So out of these two, which one would you sign? A centre-back as well, most realistic centre-back signing, or should we let Fofana move into the first team? A little bit risky in my opinion, you know, 74 overall. But again, it could be a good move, and he could get up to, you know, an 80, 81 rated by the end of the season. And also let me know down below on Jack Grealish. Should we sign him? Should we not? So here we go then into the first game of the season, taking on Liverpool in the Community Shield back at the Wembley Stadium for one more time before we kickstart into the Premier League season. You can see we've got our main starting 11 out, no reason not to play them, all fully fit and hopefully ready in terms of match fitness as well. One key thing to remember is Fofana is going to start this game, going up to a 75 overall now. So I want to see how he does over these two games, you know, this Liverpool one and then the Chelsea one. And I'll give you guys a bit of a verdict before we head on into the second episode. Okay, down there to Harvey Barnes. Jamie Vardy's right up there with him. And let's try and get this to Vardy. And can we get it in? And we can. Vardy, there we go. 1-0, 10 minutes into this game. And Harvey Barnes and Jamie Vardy linking up once again. And we take the lead here against Liverpool in this game. Only 10 minutes in, early to say. But they left so much space, you know, behind there for Harvey Barnes to run into. A little bit concerned why Jamie Vardy was up there with him. But, you know, he centralised, and you can see there we just get a simple ball across. A little bit worried if Alisson was going to come out to it, but he didn't. Jamie Vardy was there, obviously, to capitalise on that. And there we go, 1-0 up, 10 minutes in. Okay, Liverpool now pressing really well. Fofana doing great there, you got to say. Camavinga a little bit stressed there at the back. Harvey Barnes being able to... Oh, Fabinho stops it, but he's going to go out for a throw. But Fofana did great there in stopping that attack. And, okay, a little bit of a problem, but he's dealt with it. Problem that I caused. But here we go, on the counter-attack. And did he? I can see Harvey Barnes. Is he onside? And I think he is. Harvey Barnes, taking a alone. Finesse shot. And, oh, wow, I thought that was guaranteed goal. I did see Jamie Vardy next to him, but I thought, you know what, we'll take it alone. And that has gone a lot wider than I thought it was going. Okay, Salah's through. Schmeichel going to call him out. And what a great save that was. Tielemans being able to get rid of that ball quickly. There we go to Camavinga. Out wide to Harvey Barnes. He's just going to knock this one straight at front. And Harvey Barnes. Oh, okay, closed down a little bit inside. Camavinga played that one. And the shot from Mahrez just couldn't be pulled. And the defender blocks it. Barnes into Vardy. Who's going to... Oh, Tielemans. If he made just a little bit of a better run. Still got it though. Never mind. And, okay, not where I want the pass to go, but it doesn't matter. Camavinga, and just, oh, the poor pass breaks it down. Liverpool getting forward, and Diddy does block that pass, but Firmino back on it now. Stabitzer, and, okay, struggling to get the ball from him. The pass inside, and, yeah, he's going to score. Mo Salah levels it here, 41 minutes into the game, and just struggling, really, there. Just struggling to... just put a decent tackle in. You know, Stabitzer did great holding up that ball there and just finding the pass to Mo Salah, who, you know, cut in on the right-hand side. Castagne got to be doing a lot better in terms of marking him. Look at that there. Castagne all over the place. And there you go. Mo Salah left open and free and fires that one into the back of the net. 42 minutes in and he levels it up. Harvey Barnes can see Camavinga making the run. It's going to take the shot on and it's going to find the back of the net. 64 minutes in, Camavinga scores the second goal of the game. A little bit unexpected, I've got to be honest. I didn't expect him to find the back of the net, you know, just that sort of angle. And, you know, with maybe his overall, you know, sort of thing, I just didn't expect him to find the back of the net. And they're not actually playing Alisson in goal. Okay, I thought they was actually playing Alisson in goal, but I guess not. And maybe that's why the ball found the back of the net. And it was sort of a bit of a P-roller. I'm going to be honest, no sort of power behind it. But there we go, 2-1, 64 minutes in. Oh, that's a good ball over the top for Mane. And they're getting really attacking now. Ah, Pereira, great block. Just get that one. Okay, cleared. That's fair enough. We'll take the throw in here. They are going to make a change as well. 77 minutes gone in this game. Not so long now. Just going to try and hold on to this lead. We have made some changes as well. Just try and get some fresh legs on. But there we go. We're sort of free in the middle here. Indeedy. I can see Edward. I can see Camavinga. Oh, the ball there to Camavinga. Just couldn't get it to him. Could have been through there to possibly get the third goal. Liverpool, maybe one last chance. Mane. No, I need to cut the pass off. Oh my god, thank god. Oh my days. Just get this one cleared. Ndidi, get it up to Mahrez. Okay, that's great. Maybe a counter-attack chance here. Tielemans. Up towards Edward, who has got decent pace, but not enough to beat the defenders. Let's just hold it up here. Go inside. Go inside. Take the shot. Why not? Okay, yeah. Not the best of shots, let's be honest. But there is a reason he is our backup striker at the moment. 2 minutes added on. They're going to make a change. Umtiti is going to come on for Van Dijk. But surely when he kicks this ball out now, the full-time whistle will go. And, okay, he's not going to kick out. He's going to play out to Umtiti. But come on, ref. And blow it. Ref? Okay, ref isn't going to blow it. Need to get back for this one. Okay, what the hell is going on? Oh, we cleared it. There we go. The full-time whistle is gone. We win the FA Community Shield against Liverpool with a 2-1 win. And what a great way to start the season. So after that game, then we've got 2 transfer offers that come in. One from a player that I have listed up. And he's not really worth too much. 73 rated, 29 years of age. So we're going to go ahead and just accept that offer and hopefully get a decent bit of money in for him. But an offer here then for Pereira. And has come from Manchester City. Now, he's currently valued at 79.5 million. But we could get 136.9 for him. He could make the move to Manchester City. But should we sell him? Should we not? One thing I want to try and make clear is that if we sell too many of our top players in one season, that is surely classed as unrealistic, isn't it? Because someone made that comparison in January when we had an offer coming from Maddison, I think an offer coming for Pereira and also Tielemans. Would Leicester, or is it not possible, but if you sold all them three in the same transfer window, is that classed as realistic? I don't think it is. Now for this offer, I'm going to stall it. I'm going to wait to see what you guys think down below in the comments, because we're going to play the Chelsea game and then call it for today's episode. But I don't think the offer will retract. I think it'll still be there. But let me know down below, is it too unrealistic if we sell too many good players in one window? So here is then the final game of the episode, but it's also going to be the first game in the Premier League season. A tough one, to be fair, away from home, facing Chelsea for the first game of the season. We're going to go with the same team as last time out. Fofana starting at centre-back, but this time we've got Sengizunder starting at right wing over, what's it called? Mahrez. Suddenly forgot his name there for a second. But Chelsea's team, it doesn't look too bad at all, does it? Let's be honest. They've got a really strong side there. And that right midfielder is who they offered. Plus 20 million for Soyuncu. But I just didn't feel like it was good enough of an offer to even tell you guys about. But let's get into this game. Let's start off the Premier League season with 3 points. Okay, Sengizunder, great ball over to Jamie Vardy. He's going to control it and fire it in the back of the net. 18 minutes in. And Jamie Vardy is the first goal scorer of the game. And he kickstarts off at Season 2 with a goal 18 minutes into the first game against Chelsea away from home. And a cheeky little flick over the top there from Sengizunder. Jamie Vardy, I don't even know if his head even touched it then. I was hoping for him just to control it and then fire that one in. He does past Kepa. And there we go. 1-0 up against Chelsea 18 minutes in. Okay, so one thing I've just noticed, I just want to double check now. Ricardo Pereira's got an injury sign on him. And yeah, he's got an injury sign. I think I'm going to have to take him off. And I'm hoping it's not a major injury here, like a couple of weeks, because he is our best rated right back. Let's put Max Aarons on for now, just because I don't want to risk this injury possibly getting worse already into a new season. Oh, here we go. Chelsea's turn now. Werner and Ricardo Pereira is still on the pitch. Let's try and get some sort of counter-attack here going. Harvey Barnes, Camavinga up to Ndidi. Vardy, and okay, Harvey Barnes going to take it instead and just stop the counter-attack there a little bit. Sengi's under now. Ricardo Pereira on the overlap. Get a cross in. Is it going to be blocked? It's not. The header from Harvey Barnes, and it's going to go wide. As if, but at least we get to make the change now for Ricardo Pereira. Again, I don't think it's nothing too serious with the fact he's still been able to play on. But again, he could be something where he's out for a couple of weeks. Camavinga winning it back there now. He's going to try and get the cross in. Not too confident with the cross, but a decent cross in towards Vardy. And there we go, 2-0. 54 minutes in, and Camavinga can't whip one into the box there. Like I said, I didn't expect it to be great at all, but the perfect cross. Maybe we should convert him to a left winger at this point. What a cross that was from him, and then Jamie Vardy was there to head that one home, and that's 2 goals from now in the Premier League. That's 3 goals in today's episode, and look at that there. What a cross that was, and fired in past Kepa, and 2-0 up now in this game. Barnes, Vardy making the run through the 2 centre-backs. Don't know what they're thinking of. Vardy's make it 3-0, and it is going to make it 3-0. And that goal just seems so easy to score. Chelsea have really just fell apart in this second half. You know, after that second goal, that third one then just felt so easy to score. Just a simple through ball. You know, Vardy does have the pace at the end of the day to make them sort of runs. And look at that there, 3 defenders. And not one of them could catch up to him or even close him or even close the through ball that we made. You know, the gap, and Vardy there, you know, lethal in front of goal, and then just a little bit of curve on it to keep it in. And there we go, 3-0 up now against Chelsea, 61 minutes in. Chelsea now maybe with a goal here. Kante with the ball, shrugging off any player in sight, but a poor pass there. Max Aarons going to be able to recover that one. 76 minutes in. We are going to make 2 changes because we do have a game in the next episode against Liverpool in the Super Cup. So I do need certain players to be rested. So Vardy's going to go off, and also Camavinga's going to go off as well. It's had such a great game, and in the first game as well. But I do want him rested for the next one. But here we go, maybe another chance here to get the 4th goal. Sengi's under, and he's going to whip a low cross in. Can he find anyone? And Kepa straight out to that one. And there we go then, the full-time whistle blows. Jamie Vardy, hat-trick hero in today's game. 3 attempts and 3 goals. And also we get the 3 points as well. So we do then have an email now after that game against Chelsea. Let's have a see about Pereira. And he's going to be injured with a sprained knee up to 4 weeks, which isn't great, don't get me wrong. But luckily we do have Max Aarons who can come in and do a pretty good, decent job. And that leads me on to talking about Fofana. So in that game against Chelsea, obviously we got the clean sheet. I feel like I did a great job. And then in the Liverpool game, we did concede. And for that game, I was saying, you know, Fofana was all over the place. This, that, and the other. I was holding R1 for him to come to the player. So it's partly my fault. But I don't feel like he did have a bad game. Over them 2 games, I feel like he played really well. And if you guys want him to stay in the first team and not sign another centre-back, we'll have to sign another centre-back for the bench. But for him to stay in the starting 11 for this season and not sign a replacement for Soyuncu, and he will be that replacement, I'm more than happy to keep him in the side. So not a bad start then to the Premier League season. We are top of the table, obviously, on goal difference at the moment. But not a bad start. A good win against Chelsea away from home. So then, my player of the episode for today's episode, the first episode of Season 2, has to go to Jamie Vardy, doesn't it? You know, a hat-trick in that second game, scoring in the first game as well against Liverpool. But Camavinga, a very close second, I've got to say, you know, scoring in the Liverpool game to grab us the win. But then also a very nice assist from him in that game to grab Jamie Vardy. I think his 3rd goal in that game, his hat-trick. But again, Vardy with a hat-trick and a goal in the first one against Liverpool is my player of the episode. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it for today's episode. Don't forget, join us next time. We will have some more signings. Obviously, leave your comments down below on who we should sign as well. We do have the Super Cup against Liverpool, obviously winning the Europa League and then winning the Champions League. So anyway, guys, if you enjoyed it, please leave a like down below on the video. We can hit 100+ likes. That'd be amazing for Season 2. And also, if you are new, hit the red subscribe button down below. But without further ado, guys, I'll see you in the next episode.